All right, all right. How we doing, everybody? This is Carlos Salgado and my boy here,
David Cardenas.
And this is episode number 9 of Dollars and Cents. You know, we've been at this now a few months now. We're really excited to be creating this content for you guys. You know, if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense.
That's right.
And we're coming up with some really good ideas that, you know, David and I really want to give to you guys. We've collaborated our industries here with real estate and insurance, retirement planning. And, you know, I get to be on this side of the fence to really interview David today because I've been, you know, hanging out with this guy. I understand the basics of the real estate business model. I've learned a lot more dealing with him as we've collaborated our industries. And so I'm going to be interviewing him today because we decided to join forces and really bridge our industries together. And we've really opened some doors in terms of being able to create a lot of value for clients.
Right.
And we really get to learn from the real estate side of the house on why insurance when you run a real estate business. And so that's the first question I'm going to ask you is, why did you decide to get your life insurance license?
You know, and obviously prefacing this in saying that we've briefly kind of touched on this in a previous episode, but we thought that it would be important just to kind of drill down a little bit more and really get this message across because we feel that it's going to be very beneficial for real estate agents and mortgage loan officers that are out there who want to kind of expand their business. And so for me personally, really, I again, and you guys have heard me say this multiple times, but I'm a big believer in diversification. I am looking, let's talk about real estate. When it comes to real estate, I am always looking for different lead streams, right? So I work my sphere of influence. I'm cold calling. I have, earlier this morning, today's Friday, so I met with part of my team and we do farming Fridays. So we're dropping off informative pieces at doorsteps, door knocking, you know, meeting people at bars, whatever I can do ultimately to get in front of somebody and talk real estate. That's what I'm looking for. And I guess to expand on that, now looking at it, and reason why I got licensed in life insurance is I want to expand the ways that I can make or produce income for myself, right?
100%.
And so to elaborate on that more is, first and foremost, when we're helping families, when I'm helping families purchase a home, I guess that is it. When I'm helping a family buy a house, I'm helping them purchase a home first and foremost, right? They're not buying a house, they're buying a home.
Yes.
And that's just so much more meaning behind that word than just buying a house because it's all encompassing. But again, there is a business aspect to real estate. We buy and sell real estate. We hope that we purchase a property at a good price, sit on it for a couple of years, assuming that it's going to grow in value, create some equity. We sell that property, you know, we are able to cash in on that equity. But you know, when I help somebody buy a house, I'm creating an incredible experience, hopefully creating lots of love and laughter and memories in that home. But how am I going to help them protect it after the fact?
Right.
And there's so much more behind that, right? So, you know, we're helping people buy their homes, but we're also helping them get into the largest debt of their life. And so, you know, when I was looking at ways on how I can expand my business, luckily you and I kind of got together at the right time and we just started talking about this. I'm like, shoot, this makes sense because these conversations are easy. You know, these conversations melt into each other when I'm sitting at the table or after the fact and you know, I close escrow and I'm calling my clients 6 months later. Hey, how's it going? How's the family? How's the house? How's the neighborhood? How the neighbors? Cool. Well, I'm glad that you settled in. You know, I've been wanting to approach you with this thing that's been on my mind, which is called mortgage protection, right? And I just want to let you know that it's out there because I've helped you buy this home, but I want to help you protect it. God forbid, you know, life situation comes up and you're not able to produce income for yourself or for your spouse. How are you going to make that mortgage? And when mortgage protection and the cost behind it is so minimal,
100%,
you know, it just goes hand in hand. And if I can show them that I'm looking out for their best interests, then I get compensated for helping them.
Absolutely.
Right? So that's kind of the reason in a nutshell. But really, I'm always looking to expand. First and foremost, I'm always looking to educate myself in every little thing that I can. Right.
I think I like what you said about, it's more than, you are helping them purchase a home.
Mm-hmm.
And, there's some moral idea there, and also helping them protect their home. So, hey, I got you into the largest debt. Let's help protect this home with mortgage protection.
Mm-hmm.
Let's help you get a living trust so you protect it from probate in case the worst happens. That's legacy planning. I mean, there's not only does that add to your business to be able to monetize that, but man, there's some moral compensation there too.
All day. And I know we touched on this, but you and I, or I, we're doing a great job. We should be compensated for what we do, and there's nothing wrong with that either. But first and foremost, we're doing this because we want to look out for the best interest of the families that we serve.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And, for me working on the other side of the fence in insurance, this was something new that I learned over the last 6 months of being able to partner up with successful real estate companies, real estate, brokers, agents, and realizing, wow, there's so much overlap in our industries. Now that I'm learning a lot about how your business model works, I'm like, man, there's a lot of similarities. So I think we were talking about this. It's different from a real estate agent who says, I do solar on the side. Right. Because you're still in that, you're keeping the main thing. It's in the box, right? So as I've talked to real estate agents, and I don't know if it's PTSD because I've never taken my real estate license exam, and I don't know how difficult that is. But when I talk to people about getting your life insurance license as a real estate agent, they say, well, tell me about the license, tell me how long the exam. And I say, man, all you got to get is, in California, is 60% or better on a multiple choice exam.
I'll tell you, that's the thing that stuck out in my head when you mentioned that to me. I'm like, oh, shoot. All right, let's talk about this a little bit more. I mean, we all know, for those of us in real estate, or for you loan officers who have to take your NMLS test, it's lengthy, to put it nicely, right? But you're already past that. You've already jumped that hoop, and you've taken that hurdle. And so, but when it comes to licensing for your life insurance, it is nowhere near what that experience is like. I got it done in 60 days, which to me was long, but only because I was busy with other stuff. And so I was taking it, bite at a time. But you can get it done in 45 days.
Within a month.
Right? Yeah.
I would say in our industry, when we coach guys, that if you're wanting to get it done quickly, I mean, the fastest I've ever seen it done is a week. Okay. But I would say you can get it done within a month, even while you're doing it part-time and you're working other things. So
it's easy. It's very, very easy. Believe me. And when you're able to add this to your portfolio on how you can help your families, it's a very easy, fairly inexpensive process to do. But you can really incredibly expand these services that you can offer, first and foremost, helping the families that you serve. And then on the flip side, you can really expand your income.
Yes.
Because there's
Let's talk about that, right? So there's, as I'm learning again your industry, the compensation structure of real estate versus the insurance industry, where we love to talk about residual income, mailbox money, monthly income that you get, So it's fun to get paid on clients that you helped years ago, and you're still getting, monthly and annual income. So maybe you can talk about the difference on how that can benefit a real estate agent who says, hey, I'm still selling houses, but to be able to build a residual income,
that's huge.
To that.
I'm still selling houses myself. That's never going to stop, and I will never let that go. And, if you may have seen a video posted last week, I wanted to actually do something, post a video out there, because I want to make sure there was no gray area or misunderstanding in what I have been posting on my social media, kind of talking about life insurance. But I am 1,000% in real estate. I will never leave it. I am part of an incredible company. I have an incredible team. I work with my wife in real estate. So this is going to always be the backbone of my income, of my business, my career. But for me to be able to expand on that and grow on that, when we're helping these families, and those commission checks are very, very similar to what we're getting paid in real estate, number one. But more importantly, number two, the R word, residual. I love that, man. And there's nothing like that, you know? And when you consider, I can help somebody buy a home, I can help somebody look at and find value in the benefit in mortgage protection. After that, we can help them with a living trust. Although we're not directly helping them, we have the path to do that.
Yes.
We can, after a certain amount of time, we can sit down and talk to the family, and if maybe they have younger children, talk about the benefits of an IUL, helping their kids, maybe a college fund or whatever that might look like, And then 5 years later, they're going to need to sell that house again. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just saying there's multiple ways, there's multiple income streams, multiple ways, first and foremost, to help the families that you serve, multiple income streams to help you and your family.
100%. I mean, we talked about this of kind of creating a vision of what that would look like for someone that's doing both industries successfully. You imagine you're in real estate, you help them buy their property, list their property, you help them get into their home.
Mm-hmm.
And next you help protect that with a living trust. Then you get them mortgage protection to protect the mortgage in case, right, the breadwinners pass away, right?
Or not,
right? Well, we talk about living benefits. I mean, there's so many aspects of that you can offer them, but there's companies out there, think of like Apple. Apple, I'm Apple everything. I have Apple phone, I have iPads, right? So many things that they have in my house. So I'm more I'm more optimistic, or say I'm going to stick with that product because they have so much.
To use another product.
Exactly.
Right. Say I'm all Android. Mm-hmm. I won't carry Apple earbuds with an Android phone, right?
Yeah.
It's kind of the same concept.
Yeah. And so, well, what I'm trying to bridge here is, imagine that you bought them their property, they have their life insurance with you, you got them college funds with IULs for their kids, right? They're not going to leave you.
Well, and you prove to them that you were looking out for their best interests, right? First and foremost, that's what this real estate, life insurance, mortgages is relationship based first and foremost. Mm-hmm. So if you show them time after time after time, again, that this is why it's beneficial to you, and it's not just because we're chasing that commission check, but we're really wanting to look at setting you up for the very long term, regardless if you keep that house for the rest of your life.
Yes.
Let's talk about that. What does that look like for a real estate agent? Help a family buy a house, they're forever home. What does that look like for me? Okay, I know that you're not going to leave this house. I'm, want to do a good job for you. So hopefully you'll refer me your friends and family. Okay, but what if that doesn't happen for whatever reason? Not because I did a bad job, but they just don't have family here in California. Okay, so then how else can I make income? Well, then that's where these types of conversations come into that family who's never going to sell that house again. But there's ways that you can help them grow and protect their assets, protect their properties.
Yes.
Protect their families.
Absolutely. Right? And I just think I put myself in the shoes of a real estate agent who's just trying to be successful at it. And deals may come. I don't know, if you're getting one deal a month, I think that's awesome. But, deals may come, every 90 days, every 6 months. Mm-hmm. So why not have something to hold you over? Because it's very, very possible, listen to me, to go make an additional 50 to 100K doing this part-time, if you're doing it right, on top of your craft of real estate. Mm-hmm. And that can hold you over to help you build a successful business.
For those of the realtors that are listening to us, we all know of the recent policy changes with NAR and how it's still a very gray area. The dust has not settled yet into a lot of the new rules and regulations, the new documents that come into play. And so there's still a lot that can change. There's still a lot of chatter, a lot of communication happening as to what's going to happen. And so again, if we're able to help educate ourselves first and foremost, and be able to relay this information back to the families that we serve, and make some money at the same time,
absolutely,
all day.
Yeah, absolutely. So, in wrapping up here, guys, look, if you're a real estate agent or you work in the mortgage industry, our call to action here is we want to be a resource for you. If you want to explore what it means to get your life license, and what that entails and how we can collaborate together, please reach out to us. If you're whatever platform you're watching this video on, send us a direct message. We'd love to chat with you and see how we can collaborate and help you supplement your income in your real estate or mortgage profession. And we hope to potentially collaborate.
If I could add to that at the very end, whatever real estate brokerage you're with, it doesn't matter. Just because I'm with Realty One Group Pacific and you're with another doesn't mean that we can't work on this together or we can talk about this. Or loan officers as well. That's neither here nor there. We just want to put this information out there to help you, real estate agent or loan officer, be able to expand and help the families that you serve and ultimately make more money.
All right. So we hope to hear from you. We'll see you on the next video.
Do it. Peace.